Jose, what's up? We missed you this morning. That's okay. There's always the replay, right? Awesome, yeah, it's full of stuff. It was supposed to be 30 minutes long, and it was going to be pre-recorded, but we had a really good group on today, and it's full of material that we've been working on. So this is for our overall YouTube community. We did our all keys training this morning, and it was a lot of fun. We covered a lot of material, so you have a lot to look forward to, Jose. But one of the concepts for today was the idea of you have your flat 3, 5, flat 7, and 9 of whatever key you're working on, and then that goes to the D minor 9 wants to go to the G13. So the minor 9 chord often wants to go to the G13 chord, or A13. Minor 9 goes to a 13. But you want to keep your voicings in this area of the piano. So there are certain voicings where instead of this A minor 9, which is kind of thin and really high, you just do this other formula, which we also did this morning. It's flat 7, 9, minor 3rd, and 5. And this was in our Satin Doll chart as well. So sometimes I'm switching the voicing. I'm either going to do a minor 3rd, 5, flat 7, 9, or in the case of A minor, we do a flat 7, 9, 3, and minor 3rd, and 5. So you can mix between those even with that same bass line. So maybe I want to do this. I go, that's the voicing I would use. E flat, I would use this voicing. E, still this works great. And F, let's listen to how F sounds over that. I could go the other voicing, which is a little bit low. That's probably more resonant right there. But then let's go up a half step to F sharp minor. So listen to that one. So you have this. Other formula is. Let's do that again. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And then it's G minor. Listen to how this sounds. I really like that. Now it's starting to really sound good. What you have this G minor 9, which has a nice crunch. What makes this voicing work is you have the flat 7 of the G scale, the 9, the minor 3rd, and the 5. And that nice little rub of the half step makes it sound really nice. So A flat minor 9, that's the voicing I would use right there. A minor 9, I love that as well, and B flat minor 9, that sounds a lot better than a super high up, and it gets in the way if we're trying to solo, and we have this here. And B minor, same thing, because if you're down here, it's a little bit low to do that version of the B minor. But once you get to C minor, you're home free. You can do that voicing up here, flat 7, 9, minor 3rd, 5, or down here with the minor 3rd, 5, flat 7, 9. If that makes sense, somebody got it in the chat. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. E. F minor. 2, 3. F sharp. And G. let's do the other G voicing. Again. How about A flat? And A really sounds good with that second voicing. B flat. B. C minor. Let's do the octave lower. So a couple of things that I'm doing, I was practicing a couple of different ways. One time I went chromatically up or chromatically down. The other time I went, let's go D up to G, and I would do G minor. So, sorry, let me do that again. So D to G, and then from dominant, I'll go to minor. 2, 3, 4, G minor to C7. Now C minor to F7. Now F minor. So I go dominant and then minor 7, B flat minor 9, to E flat 7, to E flat minor 9, A flat, now I do A flat minor 9, and then C sharp, to F sharp, now F sharp minor 9, and now to B minor 9, to E, minor 9, again, chromatically, F sharp, Alright, so another thing we can do is if we have a little bit more experience, we're going to make it a little bit faster. How about that? That's at 70 beats. Let's try that, 70 beats per minute. And if you're not feeling really comfortable, don't worry about speeding it up now. It's just giving you options here. The other thing is, for anybody watching, I'm working on new cameras. I have a new camera holder, which I am sending that one back. I already got a replacement, but I'm trying to get these angles worked out, and I'll have it figured out. Right now, I just have this vertical thing that I'm trying to figure out. Hey, how's it going, Dre? What's up? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. And remember, the rhythm we've been doing is whole notes, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could do, that's what the PDF has, right? And as always, you're usually like 2 fingerings away from being able to play it in all keys. This is more 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. Back to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. E flat is 3, 1. E is 5, 4. 2, 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. G minor, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A flat minor 9 and A minor 9. Notice that I did the other voicing right there. Let's do that again. Or I could go up. B flat minor 9, second voicing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on B. C minor is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And C sharp minor 9. Let's do the octave, the first voicing, and we're back at home. Now I'm just turning the dominant to minor. Now F minor, B flat 7 to B flat minor, to E flat minor, to A flat minor, to D flat, to F sharp, to B minor, to E minor, A minor, so a couple of things we can do when we're messing around with the rhythm. Start experimenting. You can make all the mistakes you want, but listen, first thing you want to do is you get that metronome going, and remember that you do not 1, 2, 3, 4, but all you have to do is start counting on 2, right? So we hear it, the metronome. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now start experimenting with your chords and your rhythm. Now do something a little bit different. Or this. Whole steps. The great thing about these voicings is even when I do this, listen to this, I'm going to walk it up C minor up to F, and I'll go 2, 3, 4. That gives a suspended, not the resolution, but the suspension. So I can just hang on that F with the C minor 9 in the bass, right? Or sorry, in the right hand, so F. Or do it over G. Couple things we did today. Let me stop this metronome for a second. Actually, this week it's been really cool. Just if you're wondering what in the world I'm doing, I'm just doing a video for fun. We already did our training this morning. September 20th, I launched the Chord Academy at iMusic Academy, and you keep seeing coffee cups. It's literally an investment of a coffee of a week. That comes with 2 lives, a Tuesday morning at 8 a.m., which is always on. You can get the replays. And same thing on Friday. And so we did the first day we did a blues thing. So we did voicings with the trio blues. And we did all these really cool how to play an F blues, and I even do etudes where I write everything out. I do the fingering, so everything's in there, as well as play along tracks and very focused practice. We did that on September 20th. Last week was our first week, and we did well, actually, this last week was our first full week. We did our voicings. We did Satin Doll was our main song, so we went through the trio versions of how to play those. All of the charts are in there, all the fingerings, how to play it in all keys, everything's written out, as well as backing tracks. Next week is Barry Harris, and you guys know that I created some Barry Harris materials that we're going to do. Actually, I might still have some of that left over from this morning. Let's see. Just so you guys can see. I made this thing so affordable that I need a bunch of people to do this. I think we probably have 16, maybe 17 people that have signed up. And we need a lot more than that, especially at only $5 a week. I'm putting in so much work into this. I really want it to continue to grow. We had 2 people sign up yesterday, or the day before. We had Gills and Carl signed up. And if anybody buys any of my courses, you know that I have some old courses from 2016 all the way up to 2023 or so, and I put a lot of them on sale, made them very affordable. Anybody who gets any of those, I'm inviting you to come check out the Chord Academy. I'll send you a couple charts. You see what it's like. You get to hang out for a week to see if it's if you want to do it. If you've already made your decision and you want to join us, you can afford that 1 coffee a week for right now. It's about to be a coffee and a donut, but there's a link in the description to sign up. There's no pressure. Vicky's a member. What's up, Vicky? Good to see you again. 3rd time maybe today. Anyway, all right, enough about that. But let me show you this, because you guys need to check this out. I always like to show people, if you were to get something of mine, what in the world would you get? And I think that's really important. So inside the Chord Academy, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So let me make sure you guys can see this. Okay, you can. So the first week, September 20th, we did all these. There's a F jazz trio play along, just bass and drums. Then the beginning blues sheet, which is really cool because it shows you all the different things from the 5-note pattern. If you're playing a trio blues, you go boom da ba doo da 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 boom da. And I'm giving you all these ideas from Oscar Peterson ideas, and we call those the beginning blues sheets, beginning blues patterns. But just a tip of what I mean by that is, if you took the first 5 notes of the blues scale, which I call Shape 1 at iMusic Academy, if you go down 3 half steps from C, now you're at A, and the first 5 notes work perfect over the C blues. So I can go. If that's all I had to play, that would work over the entire blues. Or I could use. And then you have all these Oscar Peterson ideas, and that's just one little beginning sheet. But then you have this. You have the 2-hand comping voicings, which are all these really rich 4th voicings. And we talked about how to do those, and even these alter type voicings, which sound amazing, turnarounds. All that's written out, of course. And then we have, of course, the play-alongs. And then I did this really cool blues etude. And it starts off this idea that if you ever not feeling bluesy, go to that flat 7. Whenever you're not feeling bluesy, go to that flat 7 or the 6. There are all kinds of little fun things you can do, and that's a kind of a really jazzy little etude that we did called the Blues Flat 7 and 9, which is a lot of fun. And that was the first day. And I'd been doing all these live trainings just to get ready to launch the Chord Academy. So, all right, let me go back. So then it's this week. So this week we had the charts that you've already seen. You have the Chord Academy 1 that shows you the voicings right here. And it's all written out. Your fingerings are also written out. And then the second PDF is the one that we just did. And if anybody gets the course or you sign up for the Chord Academy, I send you all of this. so you have the link to the master playlist, so you can even watch September 20th stream and the whatever it was, the 23rd or whatever it was that we did, the second stream and the third stream this morning. But these voicings are written out, of course, with the rhythms. And we did a live training on how to play in all keys. And we also working on major scales for everybody. And then here's the satin doll. I did a chord chart PDF because we always do chords with context. If I just gave you a bunch of chords and didn't tell you how to use them, that wouldn't be a good for me to do that to you guys. So then here's the satin doll PDF. So it literally takes you through if you were playing ba ba da ba da 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 da. And it even shows you the different turnarounds you can do for that. So that's a lot of fun and really important. So that was this week, and of course this morning we put it all together. Next week is the Genius of Barry Harris, and I've been studying Barry Harris, but I also created my own ideas of how to organize the material. So we have drop 2 voicings coming next week, drop 2, drop 3. You have all kinds of fun things, and my approach to how I look at Barry Harris things. And we will also do that with chords and context. And if you want to watch any of the trainings with my courses, you just go, well, this one doesn't have trainings. This one has audio files, but you just click the camera icons. But most of my courses that you get have links to YouTube that take you to the entire training for whatever example you're working on. And it's all privately done, but it's a really, I believe in interactive PDFs and try to give you as much clarity as I can as to how you're supposed to practice my materials. And just because some of those courses are as old as 2016, I wouldn't change a thing about them because it's all of these licks and ideas for playing the blues and jazz. All the fingerings are written out. And from solo piano, we use blues and we use jazz. We interchange those, right? We play blues with jazz and jazz with blues. And then you have 4 weeks out or 3 weeks out, we're doing the gospel series that you guys have been asking about. And step 1 is just learning the very first thing. You have this exercise you've heard people do over and over. And all it is your C triad to your D minor. So 1 to minor 2, and you do the inversions. And that's why you'll hear me do these kind of licks all the time where I take the triads. My favorite inversion triad is the second inversion. And even from a gospel or a jazz context, it's important to be able to play these triads. And I'll take you through all of those. I've done shapes courses, which people have been getting lately, to where I say, all right, if you're on C, you can come down chromatically, and then now you're in A minor, you can come down chromatically on the minor, right? So that whole sequence can be transposed into any key. Anyway, enough about that. All right, guys, so I'm working on the camera situation. I'm going to get some very creative things that I'm going to do with that. I have some new equipment. Very excited about that. All right, let me wind up by doing this exercise one more time. Just say hello. What's up, Jeffrey? Jeffrey, I can always count on you to jump in. Always going to find you on the internet somewhere, watching a live stream or something like that. Yeah, Jose was in this morning at the Chord Academy. Awesome. So anybody out there watching, here's your tip. You don't have to be a member of the Chord Academy, but if you want to, there's the link down there, and I think it's worth every penny. And what it is, just so we're very clear, is whenever you sign up at that link and you spend that coffee a week for me, it's $19.99 a month. And for that, you get everything that I mentioned. Go back and watch the video. I am all in for you guys, but I need more people to trust me and to do this. We're up to like 16 or 17 people, and we're going to keep going and building this thing. We have an incredible community already. And you guys are interacting with each other, and the chat's been amazing. So thank you for that. But what happens is you sign up, then I'll send you all the links that I just showed you, and I'll send you the first email that has the master playlist that's all private, of course, and the links to the master folder that I put everything in each week. And then, of course, you get access and an email to say, hey, we're going live. You can watch the replays on Tuesday and Thursday, or you can always go back and watch the the streams from the past, so no problem there. So encourage you to do that. But here's what I was going to say is, in addition to, you need to know your major scales. Everybody needs to know your major scales, and one of the first things I like to teach is, all right, C major, let's say you go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and I want you to be able to say C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Jeffrey, you're the man. So when you learn, this week we're doing C and G, and next week is adding D. But we say our scales going up, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. We also learn them going down, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And the way I like to do that is break them in groups of 4. I've always done this. I joke around that this is like my claim to fame, because I had to, when it was time for me to learn the major scales, I had to learn them in 1 week. And this was in college, and everybody else had been working on music for a while, and they knew their major scales. So I thought, well, how am I going to learn them really quickly? The way I did it is I wrote it out, C, D, E, F, I put a comma, and then I do G, A, B, C, D. And so then I started practicing it, C, D, E, F, C, D, E, F, C, D, and then I go G, A, B, C, D, and then I do it backwards, C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And it's because I want you to be able to think going down, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, for whatever major scale. If I'm on D major, D, E, F sharp, G, and I would write that out with the comma, and I go A, B, C sharp, D, and then I practice it, D, C sharp, B, A, D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D. So you can tell already that I've done that. In the same way that I made my kids learn their Z, Y, X's, Z, Y, X, D, B, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, D, F, E, D, C, B, N, A. The only reason I can do that is because I practice the same way. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, F, I, H, D, F, E, D, C, B, N, A. So it's just muscle memory. So you can do that. So we learn major scales within the Chord Academy as well. So this week was C, or last week was C, G, and D. Good news about all of this is we'll continue to review all of this, and we practice just like I just did. I said D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D. And you don't have to be at your keyboard or instrument to be able to do this. I could practice right now thinking C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. It gives you a really neat freedom, I think, to be able to think going up and going back down. Okay, so that's one little tip. The other tip is with your metronome. I already mentioned that put your metronome playing, and all you have to, once you get it going, all you have to do is start on 2, the number 2. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and that gets you with the swing feel. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so next week when we start, and I'm hoping we're going to have a couple more people. If we keep averaging 2 or 3 people a week, I'd be really happy with that. But watch this. So next week we're going to start with just the very basic Barry Harris thing where you do C, E, G, A. So the C6, you guys know this, but it's the C6, and then you go to a diminished chord, right? So you have this sound. What it's doing is it's going up the scale. You're either doing a C6 or you're doing a diminished. C6, diminished, C6, diminished, and C6 and diminished. And then what I like to do to take it just to the next level is to roll it up. So you have C6 to diminished, and you'd practice that. Put that together. So C6, diminished, C6, diminished. And you don't have to roll up every one, but I at least want you to practice that. And sometimes I'll do minor, same thing. I do D minor 7 where I roll that up. And you go up to the minor 9, and then you do G. Isn't that a nice chord right there? I do D minor. Time. So D minor, you could go D minor 7, D minor 7, D minor 7, D minor 7, and D minor 9. That's the money note right there, that E. I even do like Oscar Peterson things where like your D minor, you have ba-da-da-da-da-da. That's all minor 9. Starts right there. All right, so D minor one more time. D minor 7, D minor 7 in inversion, D minor, and then here is your F major 7 with the E on the bottom. That's a D minor 9 right there. And then all you have to do is take these two notes, go down a half step, and that gives you G13 flat 9. Isn't that amazing? Maybe transpose it. And what I like to demonstrate in the use of the minor 9 is just what I did yesterday of how you can take Perdido and do that horn line. Is always a great way to get that in your ears. So that right there, you notice how I rolled up to that minor 9? Isn't that fun? See what I did there? I did the horn line, but then I went, and then I did exactly what we started out with, right? Isn't that a fun way to do it? All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic Friday afternoon, and I can't wait for the next person who is going to sign up for the Chord Academy. Who will it be? Who is willing to invest a coffee a week to join us? Have a great rest of your Friday, and keep practicing, keep having fun with music. And as I always say, you have 30 seconds to say goodbye to those in the chat, and I hope you guys watch the replay. Jose, it was good to see you. Dre Drizzle, that's a name right there. I love that. Good to see you as well. Vicky, Jeffrey, you guys are amazing. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Thanks so much for supporting iMusic Academy. I love it when you guys comment on my videos. Subscribe to my channel. Email me. Tell me what you've been working on. And if you're bold and brave enough, sign up, and I will definitely put you on the thumbnail. Awesome. Have a good one. See you soon. 30 seconds.